I'm like, oh, y'all niggas is different. You feel me? Y'all niggas is us. We just know Bloods and Crips, and then there might be niggas. They might have they have their own lines and shit. But these niggas is they're different. So I'm like, okay. So now it's a respect level. Like, okay. So now we're leaving the park. As we leaving the park, Skipper the Flipper hops in the car with me and my cousin. And then he brings his cousin. His real name was something strange as hell. I was like, it was like Coavento or some shit like that. I was like, what y'all parents out here naming y'all niggas? But y'all know him as Quavo. So, boom. Now, we get in the car. You know what I mean? My cousin had his purple Acura at that time. We get in the car. I'm looking at people. I'm like, all right, cool. Who you, nigga? I don't know you. He's like, my name is Corvento or whatever. I'm like, I'm about to roast you for that name. But then I was like, you know what? You didn't say nothing to deserve a roast. Because that's what niggas do back in the days. We roast niggas. Like, I stone niggas. Like, nigga, like, trust me, nigga, I'll hurt your feelings sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like, I won't go out there and pick on you like that. Nah. But if you say something, that's your ass. Case in point, Skipper, he has a call that speech impediment. He stutters. That nigga stutters. And I think I could be wrong. This is why the nigga doesn't do interviews. Because this nigga stutters so badly. It's like that shit hit. Like, I was about to fuck it, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh. So, people might say, oh, that's fucked up. You make fun of people that has, you know what I mean, that stutters. I'm like, now let me show you it's not really fucked up. So, boom. So, look, we about to bring this nigga home and shit like that. So, I was like, Quavo, I'm going to give you a pass. I'm not gonna stone you, because you feel me, only thing you're doing back there is just smiling and you just want peace. So I'm like, you good in my book. You don't want no smoke. Not talking about aggressive. Nah, I'm talking not like trying to fight. I'm just saying he doesn't want to stone niggas. That's not his caliber. You could tell that's not his caliber because he didn't want it partaking in. When I looked at him, like, what? You got something to say? I'll stone you real quick. But his cousin Skipper was like, you Demos, you got big. I was like, just fucking stupid ass up. You sound like a CD that's fucking skipping. Oh, these niggas started rolling. Quavo tried to not laugh too hard because that's his family. That's his family. He not trying to laugh too hard. And my cousin Reggie, he laughing his ass off. Like, oh, Demos finna cut this nigga real quick. Like, this nigga's on another level. And then, you know what I mean? I'm just stoning him, like, just keep on going. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah. I was like, Skip, yo, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you stone me. Go ahead. He said the wackest joke that you could ever hear. So it's so whack. Me and Reggie look at each other. But Quavo had to laugh because that's why. You know why? Because that's family. I ain't gonna let you look bad out here. I'm gonna laugh at this whack joke. So then Quavo laughed. I looked at him like, oh, you laughed at that whack joke? So I was about to stone Quavo. He's like, nah, we good. And he looked like, I was like, you lucky. So I went back to Stone and Skip, and then we was like, Reggie's like, yo, dog, you Stone and Skip too much. Like, Skip was like, nah, you good. I was like, nah, let's be out. So Reggie ended up dropping us off home and shit, and went about a day and shit like that. So then fast forward, I was like 2009 to 10. I didn't go to Georgia that summer. I think that was like 08 or 09. I didn't go back to Georgia until like 2011. So that's like a good year or two. When I get back, you know, I come back to the hood, see everybody, chilling with niggas. I see my nigga Skipper. I see my nigga Dope Vibe. I see everybody. We all chilling. Smoke, powwow, still playing basketball and shit like that. But as I come back, these niggas like Skip more in the streets than before. Like, nigga, I'm here like this, that, and the third. And then he had a brother. I forgot his brother name. Cool nigga, bro. Cool nigga. So these niggas is out here thugging on the new level. I'm like, sheesh. You know what I mean? So, yo, they that's their life. So, boom. I wasn't in Georgia that long. I leave and I come back like, excuse me, probably like 2013, 14. As I come back in 2013 or 14, I'm like, touchdown in Georgia. I'm like, yo, Reggie, like, where's Skip or all my niggas at? He's like, the hood is different. I'm like, how's it different? He's like, yo, he says, Skip don't fuck with us no more. I said, my nigga Skip? I'm like, nigga, he might not fuck with y'all, but nigga, like, you know what I mean? Loyalty, nigga, like, I ain't do shit to him. Like, nigga, that's what y'all have. That's my dog. He's like, bruh, trust me. He's not the same nigga. I'm like, dog. He, like, nigga, call the nigga up. He's like, you're not listening. I'm like, nigga, you not listening. He's like, bruh, trust me. I was like, all right, fuck it, man. When I see the nigga, you know what I mean? It's all love. He's all right. So then Reggie got a newer car. He was like, yo, let's go. Or we grab some food. I said, all right, say less. Hop in the car. Boom. We head out. So Skip and Mama still live over there. Skip, I don't know where he was living at that time. But it was somewhat like, it was another somewhat gloomy day. It's like it just rained. Because like I said, in Georgia, when it's hot as fuck, somewhat like Florida, it rained. It's like to cool off. Just rained and shit. So we driving, trying to leave the complex. It was like a movie. I felt everything just slow down. Probably because it was going up a hill and things were slowing down. But still a movie feel. So we going up this hill. As we're going up the hill, now we get to the stop sign. So Reggie was like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, Skip don't fuck with us. Like, nigga, he don't even. I was like, what y'all niggas do? He's like, I don't really know. It's like some shit. Like, he feel like niggas don't have loyalty to him. Some shit don't have no respect. I said, what? I said, when I see this nigga, I'm gonna make sure I talk to him. Right when I said that, we at the stop sign right here trying to take a right. Skip is driving a car, driving. I said, wow. So I'm like, yo, Reggie, honk the horn, tell him what's good, I'm here. Skip turns to the right with this soulless look. And the person that was on the passenger side gave the same. They both look like this. Let's say those driving, they both look like. I'm like, whoa, that's a little weird. But I'm like, yo, what's good? Put my arms out. And they turn their heads back, looking straight. I'm like, Reggie was like, I told you. I was like, damn. That's just nuts. You know what I mean? And that's just like crazy because I'm looking like, Skip, like, y'all niggas is so much of, like, y'all niggas is so much of family to me. Like, y'all niggas wear the same, like, yo, I need some basketball shorts to play in. Sometimes niggas don't even get their clothes back. Case in point, how much niggas is family. Reggie went to this prep school, came back home with prep clothes. He ended up giving Skip the prep, with the part of his prep clothes. Skip ended up getting jumped in school, and that shit got recorded. Skip was wearing nigga clothes when he got jumped. So now it's like, damn. Yeah. So fast forward. I remember I see that's like 2013 or 14. I remember my boy up north, my nigga Ricky, he was watching some shit on the YouTube or whatever. And then he showed these two niggas take off in Quavo. I was like, oh shit. I don't know that nigga 100%, but that's the nigga I met. I don't know him 100% because he go by Quavo, which is different from his real name that I know. But I was like, I know him. My boy's like, nigga, you don't know him. I'm like, nigga, I know. I'm not saying I know him like I could call him, but I met this nigga before. I was like, I bet you $100. Listen, any interview he does, he ain't gonna say shit. All they gonna do is smile, laugh, and say nothing. He was all right. Watch the interview, he ain't say shit. He just laughed and smiled. He ain't say shit. I was like, He's like, oh, you probably do know these niggas. I'm like, I know these niggas. Then I was like, yo, I seen a picture of this nigga with one of my homeboys from Georgia, but I don't know which one. And then later on that day, I think they played Katrina called FEMA. They played FEMA. I was like, I remember when I saw all three of these niggas. And I pulled up the picture. I was like, look, here's him with my boy Skip. I said, oh, shit, you know these niggas? I'm like, don't get excited. I don't know them niggas like that. And me and Skip and speaking terms, I guess. This is an imaginary beef. So later on, like, Skip would end up falling out with QC, even falling out with Quavo and them. So it's like, y'all niggas called each other family and blood, well, you're not even really blood. Y'all just, your sisters were best friends. So y'all not even really blood, y'all family. And then, so that's how that goes now. Back to the Reggie. So around like 2015 maybe, yeah, around like 14, 15, Reggie started making beats. And I mean, he rapping right now. I'm rapping too. I'm rapping over industry songs that's already out by now. So I'm rapping over these songs and shit like that and doing my thing. I released them and, you know, I do features and stuff like that. But I'm still trying to learn how to mix and master. So when I really get very good at this, then I could really hopefully start making my own and then transition to actually putting out my own stuff. But for right now, I'm still helping out other people. So Reggie starts, you know, making beats. I'm like, okay, these beats are fire. I'm like, yo, bro, like, send me some beats. Like, I rap, send me some beats. Like, he said, I got you. So now he starts making beats, and I'm like, yo, send me some. So he said, I got you. So I think later on, like, that's like 15, probably, I think like 2015, 16, Van Cleef go down to Georgia, and he go record with those niggas. Now, if y'all know Van Cleef, that's my guy. Love him. That's blood, that's family. That boy, he's an aggressor. So if he be like, yo, listen, I want that. He's like a Suge Knight somewhat. You know what I mean? It's small look Suge Knight. He has that Suge Knight energy sometimes. So he goes down there, records a mixtape. And as he's down there, he had like, you know, YouTube beats that he ripped, but then he had like probably like one or two from Reggie. Reggie actually made the beat. I'm looking like, oh, you got a Reggie beat. Shouts out to you. He's like, yeah, I had to. Reggie wasn't trying to let up off that, so I had to. I was like, yeah, I know who you are, nigga. You had to strong on niggas somewhat. So, you know, so Van Cleef is like the first nigga from up here to actually get a beat from Reggie. I'm like, okay, well, I don't think Reggie got my memo of, hey, send me a beat. So then Reggie and them niggas, like, they formed their own group. So now Reggie's like the producer, the engineer. I guess he went to school for that. So now he is, you know, orchestrating everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now it's probably like 2016. I'm like, hey, yo, Reg, like, y'all niggas out here, like, send me a beat. You making beats left and right. He's like, so I got you. I'm like, okay. I'm still out here, you know, mixing, mastering tracks, getting better at it. So then one of my Reggie's boy, Dope Vibe, he hits me up like, yo, dog, I got some of these tracks I want you to listen to. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm listening to these tracks. I'm like, oh, you doing your Thug Thizzle, your wordplay, your melodies, everything. I'm like, yo, who made these beats? Oh, Reggie did. Oh, I was like, okay. So Dope Vibe's like, yo, can you mix these for me? I was like, all right, I got you. And he was like, yo, I left open slots. Like, nigga, you want to rap on them? I was like, say less. So some beats are now from YouTube and some are from Reggie. So I'm just going off. I'm doing my Thug Thizzle and shit like that. So at this time now, I'm sharpening up my pencil. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting to a level that my mixing is better. I'm like, yo, I need to really start learning how to do melodies and everything on trap beats. Because, you know, I'm used to, like, old school beats like Jazzy Jeff, Kanye West, Pharrell, you know, DJ